Alright guys, this is the last video to kind of show you how to put text on the picture. So if you want to put text on the picture, you have to go to the left hand side, grab your selection tool right here and the pointer tool, and make sure you have your top layer selected. Okay, you don't want to have your bottom layer selected here. Make sure you have your top layer selected. Okay, you're going to want to click on the text tool right here. When you click on that, you get a bunch of options down here. Okay, you can change your font, the size, the color, bold, italics, how far the spacing is, how tall the letters are. So you can play around with a bunch of these things down here. All right, you want to click on your photo somewhere and you can start to type. Now I can see already that this text is too small, so I'm going to bring it up to something bigger, maybe like 90. Okay, you can also type in numbers here like 150. You can type in, and I'll say like, this is how you add text. Okay, that's one way you can do it. All right, after you've added the text, all right, since I still have the text tool selected, can't really do anything else. So if I want, I can click on the selection pointer tool. All right, and now what I can do is, oops, all right, see right there, I did something I didn't want to do, so I'm going to go to Edit, Undo, Move. Okay, so you can see on the right hand side, see how I have two of these layers selected in blue. I only want one of them selected, so I'm just going to click around, get the one, and now I can grab my, since I have my selection tool, I can move the text around. Okay, if you want to edit the text again, you'll have to go to the text tool button over here, and you can click in here and you can add letters. Okay, one way you can do it. So I'm going to click on my selection tool again, kind of move the text around. Something else you can do is if you click on the rectangle tool right here, and you can pick any shape you want to make. I'm just going to make a rectangle. All right, if you click, hold, and drag, you'll highlight a rectangle that you want to make, and when you let it go, it's going to fill it in with whatever color you had selected. So you can come down here to the tools and fill it with a different color. All right, if you make a rectangle like this, now you can add your text on top of the rectangle. So you can either go to the text tool and begin to type right on top. All right, if I want to move this down, remember I'll have to click on my pointer tool. Once I click on my pointer tool, now I can move the text around. Okay, or if you already typed text like this one up here, you can click on it and drag it. But see how it's going underneath the rectangle? That's because over on the right hand side in the layers, the text is underneath the rectangle. So if I want the text on top of the rectangle, I have to drag the layer on top of the rectangle. Get up there. There we go. And now it's on top of the rectangle. Okay, so you guys can mess around. Even this rectangle here, it's got a bunch of options. Okay, you can make it look fancy. You can add filters to it, you know, like shadow and glow. So you can add like a drop shadow, so it's all spiffy, like Apple has drop shadow stuff, and you know, so there's a bunch of stuff that you can play with over here. You know, mess around. You can blur it a little bit, I guess. So if you guys run out of time, you can mess around with some of these options too, if you have extra time.